my new intro. Enjoy my new video. Here we go. Hi, we're back. It's Manifesting with Candice and Weasley. How you doing, you master manifestors? I feel like it's been a while since I did a video. I don't know why, but it was 2 weeks ago. I mean, usually it doesn't feel like a while. Anyway, happy Fur Day, happy weekend. This video is why your affirmations are not working for you. We're gonna go over different reasons. There are many reasons, and I'm gonna explain them, and then I'm gonna give examples of why some have worked for me and why some haven't. Always read the description, because in the description, I say what the videos are about, and I mention other videos and playlists in the videos that you're watching. So this one, whatever playlist I mention, will be in the description. And my social media pages are always in the description too, his too. So please subscribe to our channel, and please give this video a like. Guess what? We got over 2,000 subscribers. Woo! Thank you for subscribing. Subscribe, so you can manifest, and to see cute cat videos, because I post a lot of shorts of him. Could I manifest him? Yeah, check out my video, how I manifested my dream cat, and be specific, how I manifested my dream cat, Soul Kitty, at the right time. Some shit. It's a title. It's a long title. His feed is going to go off in a minute, so I'm going to put him down. And then we'll talk about the reasons why your affirmations aren't working for you. So we're going to get to the rules, but before I start, I want to say that affirmations do work. I have a video called Affirmations Do Work. I have a video on what type of affirmations you should be using and how to use affirmations correctly. So I'll talk a little bit about that when I'm saying the reasons. I made a list just so I don't forget anything. You know, sometimes I'll take notes. So, numero uno. Reason number 1 is you have doubts and you don't believe. There are manifesting coaches who say you don't have to believe, but then they say don't have doubts, and they say eventually you believe. So obviously you have to believe. With me, I believe. Affirmations work for me when I believe. If I don't believe, they're not working for me. That goes into reason number 2. It feels like a chore or a routine. So when you keep doing it over and over and it feels like a chore or a routine, you're going to get bored, you're not going to believe, and then they're not going to come true. And with law of assumption, you have to assume that you already have what you want. So if you're not believing, if you're having doubts, you're not assuming that you have what you're affirming, and then you will manifest what you want. So you have to act as if. I have a video called Acting As If You Already Have What You Want. You have to believe. There are plenty of law of attraction experts who say you have to believe. Rhonda Burns, who wrote The Secret. Bob Proctor. You have to believe. I don't care what everybody says. If you say you don't have to believe, that's not going to convince me. I know it only works for me because I believe. Like looking for parking. Where I used to live. I said this in other videos. The parking was horrible. And there were times I said affirmations, but I wasn't believing I'll get a spot. But then when I started believing in the affirmations and believing I would get a spot, I got a spot. And there are all the times I say specific affirmations and I'm not believing them. And then I don't get what I want. And there are times I do say affirmations and then I do get what I want. Like, I have acid reflux. Since I quit smoking over 5 years ago, it stopped drastically. And I believed it would from quitting smoking, and it did. And then I would say an affirmation every night, because sometimes it'll still happen. It'll still trigger at night. If I have sauce or eat late, I would sometimes get acid reflux. But then I use an affirmation, and I believe in this affirmation so much, and it works. That also could go into rule number 2. When I'm saying this affirmation or anything that I'm trying to heal something, I've noticed that things will go away because it feels like a chore, like I'm just doing it for the hell of it. But when I believe it and I'm not saying the affirmation too much or all the time, that's when it doesn't feel like a chore and I'm believing it, and then it'll manifest. Like the acid reflux one, I just said before that I say it every night, but I do skip it sometimes, but it's a general affirmation, so it's okay to say general affirmations day and night. You heard me talk about general and umbrella affirmations in one of the reasons. I'm not going to get into what the affirmation is. I have a couple of videos on acid reflux. They're in my health healing playlist. Check out that playlist as well. So that will go into reason number 3. Overdoing it to the point where it frustrates you and you don't believe it. So a lot of these reasons are linked together. So there are times like I had a pain in my hand for a couple of months and I refuse to go to the doctor. I don't go to the doctor for something unless I have something for a while. I mean, 2 months is a while, but you know what? I started listening to a subliminal that I found, and I kept saying, I'm not going to doctor. It's going to eventually go away on its own. I believe that the subliminal would work. I didn't try too hard. I didn't say affirmations for my hands with the subliminal. So it didn't feel like I was overdoing it. It didn't feel like a chore. It didn't feel like a routine. And I believed. And I said, my hands are going to stop hurting. I'm not going to a doctor. And eventually, it worked. And subliminals have affirmations in them already. So I would just listen to it, believe my hand pain was going to go away. And something similar happened with my ear. So I wear earplugs sometimes, and I think I pushed too much wax into it. And I did the same thing, except for like it was really bothering me. I guess worse than my hand. And I was listening to a subliminal, but then I was saying a few affirmations with it, where I was trying way too hard. Trying way too hard means you don't believe that you already have it. And then my clogged ear wasn't unclogging. And the pain wasn't going away. And I told myself the same thing. I'm not going to a doctor. So stubborn. And it's going to go away on its own. And I stopped saying so many affirmations. I just kept listening to subliminal. And eventually I came across a YouTube video on how to get rid of earwax. I listened to a bunch of them. I gave it a rest. I was like, let me try again, look for another video. And I came across this video. And I did what the guy said. I still kept listening to my subliminal, not overdoing it, not saying affirmations while listening to subliminal. And I believe, I said, this video is going to work. This is it. It's going away now. And it did. I read the comments and how much people said it worked, and I believed in it, and it worked. And I also thought, because I'm listening to subliminal, it's also going to help too, because subliminal has affirmations. But I wasn't trying too hard. So, number 3, you're saying too many affirmations for one thing on multiple things to the point that it frustrates you, which gives off a bad energy. And then you're not acting as if you already have what you want. So law of attraction and law of assumption will not work to help you manifest. So it's basically what I said about my ear. I was saying a few affirmations at once while listening to a subliminal, and then trying to manifest other things at once and say affirmations for that. It was too much. I was getting a little frustrated in my ear and it not working. That's why it was taking a little while. And then finally when I stopped and I believed, calm myself down, gave off better energy. Then I came across this video. The universe brought me this video. Law of attraction. I attracted it. Law of assumption, because I assumed the year was going to be better. Capiche? So number 5 is I believe in letting it go. I have a video called Let It Go. If they aren't working, it's because you're trying way too hard and not letting go and believing it is already yours. I manifested without affirming, and some things with affirming, but mostly without affirming. So what I mean by that is, check out my how-to and how I playlist, how I manifested certain things, like my dream cat, my 2 videos of my dream cat. When I manifested Weasley, I did do the 33 by 3, which is writing an affirmation 3 times for 33 days. That's it, and then I let it go. I didn't dwell on getting it. Most of the things I got is from letting it go. I think I'm going to do a Let It Go part 2. Check out my Let It Go video. When I let things go, that's when I got what I wanted. I wasn't even using affirmations besides for Weasley. Any jobs I've gotten, getting Dan, my me, and my soulmate. This is also part of reason 5. Affirm specifically on a time frame that let it go. I have certain affirmations that give a time frame. I even have a playlist on that. Affirmations for a time frame. There are people that are affirmed for months and months and years, and they don't get what they want because of this. For all of these reasons, and the other reasons I'm going to say, another rule that I have here, which is I always use general umbrella affirmations. My last video was general umbrella affirmations to be a master manifestor, to help you manifest whatever you want. I feel like with me, general affirmations are better than being specific. Sometimes specific works, like when I'm looking for a parking spot, I'll say, universe, work your magic. I am open and ready to find a parking spot. And I don't do it all the time, because I feel like if I do it all the time, then I'm trying way too hard, and I'll start with believing it, and I feel like it's just a routine. I do it when I can't find parking. And then it works 100% of the time. I always end up finding a spot. Every time. Because I'm not using it every single day. And I'm not making it feel like a chore. It's asking for something that's being specific, but that's why I said, when you're specific, do it on a time frame. Just say more like general affirmations. Like, isn't it wonderful? Something marvelous is happening to me now. I have a video called Isn't It Wonderful? So that's like an affirmation. Check out my video on what are affirmations. Affirmations, like, isn't it wonderful? Something marvelous happened to me now, is like an umbrella affirmation or umbrella affirmation. And you're not asking for something. And you can say it all the time. You don't need a time frame. And this is why things aren't happening to you for months, because you're being too specific. Like saying, I am rich, 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 I am rich. Oh, you're saying 10 affirmations. I am rich, I am wealthy, I have $1 million. Like maybe it's too many affirmations. Cut it down to 2 or 3. There are people that cut it down to 2 or 3 affirmations and they get what they want. I say you could be specific, but use a time frame. 2 weeks, let it go. That's how I got what I wanted. Some people say you don't have to let it go. If you're affirming too much and it becomes a chore and you're not believing in it, then you're not letting go, then you're not acting as if you already have the things that you want. And then that's why they're not manifesting. This is why I did this video. This is why you're not manifesting things. This is why your affirmations are not working. I'm giving you these reasons. Number 7, you're not putting the work in and you expect things to come to you on their own. I have a video called Put the Work In. So in that video I said, if you want to manifest something, it's not just going to come knocking at your door. You have to put the work in. The universe could conspire to make things happen. I have 2 videos on how the universe conspired to make specific things happen to me, like quitting smoking. But I still put the work in. I said, fuck it, I quit, and I quit smoking. I stopped buying cigarettes. And my second one, I talked about getting a red car, and I have a red car. I went to go look for a car. The car didn't show up at my door. So you have to put the work in when you're saying affirmations. You just can say, oh, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be rich, I'm going to be rich, or I'm going to win the lottery and not buy lottery tickets. Put the work in. That's an easy one. So I have 2 more. So number 8 is you affirm one thing, but then eventually say the opposite. Here's an example. I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. But do you? Do you really? But another time you say, I'm fat. Oh, I wish I was thinner or prettier. I feel like I'm reading you a story. There once was a girl who said she's so pretty, but then she told herself later that she was fat. Or she wishes that she was thin and prettier. Or you can compare yourself to someone else. Saying you hate someone because they can eat whatever they want without gaining weight. But then that's saying that you can't. So watch out what you say. You could be saying affirmations in the morning. I'm so pretty, I am so perfect, I love myself. Then later on you're like, oh, I hate myself, I hate my life. Ugh, this sucks. I'm so fat. I need to lose weight. Be careful what you say. It's another reason why affirmations don't work. I'm going to do a video on being happy and supportive for people instead of being jealous and envious. The last reason is how you say them. So when you're saying affirmations, say them in a tone where you feel at ease and calm. Remember, law of attraction. Like attracts like. So if you are not at ease and you're not calm and you're frustrated, you're angry, saying them to the point where you're getting frustrated or it feels like a chore, and that's why they're not manifesting. So say affirmations at ease. Here are 2 examples. One is that it feels like a chore, you don't really believe it, and you're just like, okay, just say it for the hell of it. I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. And here's when you're calm and you're at ease. You don't have to be overly excited, but like, I love myself, yeah! You can be. More enthusiastic and it'll track better, it'll be better for you. It'll put you in a more positive mood. But you don't have to be that way. But you could be like, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. See, it's calm and relaxed. It's not overly excited. It's also not like a routine. It doesn't seem like a routine that like you're bored with it. Like you're just doing it for the hell of it. And remember, if you say you love yourself, later on, don't say I hate myself or I'm fat or I hate this scar or some shit like that. Law of attraction. Check my video, Law of Attraction and Law of Assumption, how they work well together. I believe they work well together. Celebrities use Law of Attraction. That's why they got what they wanted. So those are the reasons. And you could do affirmations, like I said, in the 33 by 3, like I did for Weasley. You could do the 3-6-9. 3 times in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, 9 times at night, right? An affirmation. And my video, I say do it 33 days. Do it as long as you want. But I said 33 days, you know, like the 33 by 3, 33 number. That's a little over a month. And then check out my video on why you have to believe. Like I said, some people say you don't have to believe. But affirmations only work for me when I believe. And a lot of attraction experts say you have to believe. And the law of assumption is assuming that you have what you want. And there are a lot of such people that say you don't have to believe, but then they say don't have doubt and you're limitless and not believing is the same shit. And I have a playlist on believing, and I have a, like I said, I have a how-to playlist, and I have an affirmation playlist. Check out my affirmations. I want to mention manifesting in steps. That's my last video I did. Not my last one. The last one was the affirmation video on being a master manifestor. If you want to manifest in steps, manifest small. Start with affirmations that are small, like for your SP. First say they text you, and then you'll say they like you, then they say they're yours. Watch that video. And then I have a video called Law of Attraction, Mistakes You Should Not Be Making, and I do talk slightly about affirming too much and why affirmations don't work. This is bigger, broader, and it has to do with affirmations in general. And then there's robotic affirming, there's rampages. So I talk about what rampages are. Rampages I feel like are more helpful than robotic affirming, because rampages are more, you're showing more enthusiasm, you're like yelling at yourself. You're saying, I'm thin, damn it, I'm perfect, damn it. Yes, I am perfect, I am perfect. And that's putting more emphasis into it. Or robotic affirming is more like, I'm perfect, I'm perfect, I'm perfect, I'm perfect, I'm perfect, I'm perfect. Well, they both work for people, it depends on you. It always said, do what works for you. And you could also affirm while you're using SATs. Check out my video on what SATs is. It's a technique to use when you're going to sleep. You can say affirmations while you're doing that. Remember, affirmations work when you don't do these things. And do what I said what to do. So let's get Weasley and let's say bye. We're back. So everyone have a good birthday. Have a good weekend. And next week I'm not going to do a video because I do one every other week. But the weekend after that I'm not going to do a video because I'll be on a cruise ship. All aboard! Well, you'll be with Daddy. I'm going with my family. I'm going on a cruise with my family. Daddy would be. I'm so glad he's not coming because I want to watch you, Daddy. Yeah. Anyway, so we'll see you in 3 weeks. Because next Friday, I want to do some last minute packing or whatnot. So I can just break anyway from filming and everything. Alright, so we'll see you in 3 weeks. And I'll see you in shorts until I'm on my cruise, because then I can't post any shorts. I mean, I got Wi-Fi, so maybe. We'll see. Alright, bye. Mwah.